Ladies and gentlemen, good morning to you. I just wanted to make you a quick video. It's not going to be long, and it's not going to be very positive because we're going to discuss a few negative things here, sad things. March 24th, 1999 was the beginning of a 78-day assault on Serbia from NATO, North Atlantic Treaty Organization, spearheaded by Bill Clinton, Madeleine Albright, and General Wesley Clark. We bombed this country relentlessly for 78 days, killing over 2,500 people. People, citizens, women and kids, neighbors, people that are just trying to mind their own business, not the military. Just about the same as 2001, the terrorist attacks in the United States of America. This is something Serbia remembers, and people tend to try to forget about it and not give it any media coverage. Very, very sad times here. Hundreds of schools were destroyed, hospitals, every bridge, interstate system, infrastructure destroyed, factories, people lost their jobs. A lot of those factories that we bombed ended up being sold to Western big corporate conglomerates for pennies on the dollar, such as the Niche cigarette factory. The cigarette factory down there used to be Yugoslavian cigarettes or something. After the war, it was bombed. They bombed the cigarette factory, put people out of work, and then they sold it to Philip Morris. Now it's a massive complex that sells cigarettes all over the Balkan region, making millions and millions of dollars. Sick. The other thing that really pisses me off about this whole thing, this whole intervention here, how Western countries like to handpick. They need to say, this country we should help, this one we shouldn't. We helped here, and then after we helped, and this region of Serbia, Kosovo, supposedly became independent, that some say, that region, as soon as that happened, Madeleine Albright, she used to be our Secretary of State at the time, she's the one that spurred on this intervention, supposedly. She convinced Bill Clinton in his last year in office to go into this, everything I'd read. She did this. Then her investment firm invested over 100 million euros. After she's out of office, her investment company, 100 million euros into the communications industries in Kosovo. General Wesley Clark, he was the leader of the NATO troops. After he got out of this, his investment firm invested millions and millions into the mining industry in Kosovo, because there's lots of mines, minerals, different things down there. Conflicts of interest, and that's allowed in my country. To me, it's disgusting. There's a reason why big countries want to separate and break up places and make little countries, because it's a gold mine. It's sick. And this is a very sad, sad time in Serbian history. Things were done in Kosovo. Yes, bad things happened in many parts of this region, but this part, I'm talking about it because I'm here in Serbia and nobody hears about this part of it. Okay, that's why I'm discussing it. And the main reason I wanted to make this video, I'll say I'm sorry for the actions of my government. I feel bad and I'm embarrassed because I speak to these people that had lived and been born, and their grandparents were down in Kosovo, and now they had to flee. They were kicked out. They said sometimes they'd be at home, somebody'd come up, knock on the door and say, hey, you have 10 minutes to get everything out of here that you can carry, and we're tearing your house down, or else. Things such as that. Lots of terroristic type threats and things, kicking these people out. But not only that, in this disgusting ordeal, but the same day, 17 years to the day of this terrible anniversary of Serbian suffering, you probably know this guy. Okay, this guy, his name is Radovan Karadzic. Radovan Karadzic was the president of the Bosnian Serbs. There's a part in Bosnia, the northern, one of the regions of Bosnia. It's got different regions. It's called Republika Srpska. He was the leader, the president of the Republika Srpska Serbs. Just yesterday, on the 17th anniversary, look what happened. They call him the Butcher of Bosnia. Can you see that? Butcher of Bosnia, guilty of genocide. On the same anniversary. Okay, it reached number 20 here on MSNBC. It's one of my favorite news sources that I watch. But on CNN, it was in the top page here. Butcher of Bosnia, 40 years in prison. To the day of 17-year bombing, this gentleman here, he hid out for a number of years. They caught him in 2008. in Bosnia, or in Belgrade. He was an undercover artist. He grew a long beard and everything, whatever. The Serbian government sent him to the Hague in 2008. And just yesterday, 40 years in prison. I'm not going to get involved in if I think it's correct that he was persecuted or whatnot, because I don't know all the facts to that. But I do know Nasser Orlic, which was one of the Bosnian Muslims that did a lot of dastardly, disgusting things. He's out. He's running around in videos and things. And this gentleman here just sentenced on that 17th anniversary to 40 years in prison. To me, just my opinion, some normal, not really even normal American guy, to me it seems like it's like they're just wanting to poke and to prick and to just push the knife in just a little bit further with these people down in this country that I'm currently living in. I think it's sad. I think maybe they could have waited till today or tomorrow. But to have it on the 17th anniversary, maybe they're trying to drive home a point. I don't know. So-called. You see that? By no means am I trying to justify any sort of killing, any sort of what they consider genocide. I do not. Many Muslim friends that I love so very, very much. But I'm not discussing that. I'm discussing how they decided to sentence him on the day of the 17th year anniversary of the bombing. I think it's sad. He was born in 1945, so he'll definitely die in prison. And my friends, that's it for the video. I just wanted to acknowledge something. If you're from the diaspora, you know about it. If you're somebody interested in Serbia and whatever, maybe you didn't realize the bombing yesterday was the 17th anniversary of the bombing here in Serbia. That's it, my friends. Have a nice day. Do viđenja.